We on? We're on. Pastor Didi, would you do the application?
Yes. Father, we thank you for this beautiful day given to us. We thank you for this evening and the meeting that is being held. We pray that you give wisdom to each as they make decisions. God, we thank you for this city. We thank you for the opportunities you give us here. We ask your blessing throughout the evening. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Bernie, pledge allegiance, please.
Be glad.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Walker, we have a roll call, please.
Steve Arnott.
Here.
Mike Scipio.
Here.
Doug Fleshman.
Here.
Bobby Yeager. Here. Greg Wolf. Sharon Haynes. Here. Jim Hughes.
Here.
Linda Bogus.
Having a quorum present, I now declare the September 7th, 2021 Dunbar Council meeting in order. Next item on the agenda is the approval for the minutes of August 16th, 2021.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion we approve the minutes as written for our council meeting for August 16th, 2021. Second.
I have a motion on the floor from Doug Fleshman, seconded by Mike Scipio, to approve the minutes for the August 16th, 2021 meeting. Is there any questions or? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is promotions. So I've got 4 promotions to do. Josh Powers, come forward, please. How are you, sir?
Good, are you?
All right. You'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. Got any family?
Yeah, sure.
Is that the only one?
Yeah.
You introduce it.
Oh, Savannah Stricker.
Okay. All right. I, Josh Bowers,
Hi, Josh Bowers.
do hereby certify
We hereby certify
that I've been duly promoted
that I've been duly promoted
to Assistant Chief of the City of Dunbar,
to Assistant Chief of the City of Dunbar,
West Virginia,
West Virginia,
by Mayor Scott Elliott,
by Mayor Scott Elliott,
and confirmed by the City Council
and confirmed by the City Council
on the 7th day of September,
on the 7th day of September,
2021.
2021.
And as such,
And as such,
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of the State of West
and
Virginia,
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Assistant Chief
of Assistant Chief
of the City of Dunbar
of the City of Dunbar,
Fire Department, to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my abilities. So help me God.
Congratulations. Have anything to say?
Congratulations, sir. Thank you, Mayor and Council and citizens of Dunbar. Looking forward to this opportunity to continue my career here as a fireman in the City of Dunbar and as Assistant Chief. Much that. Please.
Here's your chance.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Josh. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations, Josh.
Bobby.
Thank you.
Want anybody to come up here with
Yeah. That's my wife, Terry.
Repeat after me. I, Bobby Burnside,
Bobby Burnside.
Do hereby certify
Do hereby certify
that I have been duly promoted
that I have been duly promoted
to captain for the city of Dunbar,
captain for the city of Dunbar,
West Virginia,
West Virginia,
by Mayor Scott Elliott,
by Mayor Scott Elliott,
and confirmed by the city council
confirmed by the city council
on the 7th day of September,
7th day of September,
2021.
2021.
And as such,
As such,
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of captain
the duties of captain
of the city of Dunbar Fire Department
of the city of Dunbar Fire Department
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God. Congratulations.
Okay, Steve.
I just appreciate the opportunity to be able to serve the citizens of Dunbar and look forward to continuing.
Thank you, sir. I've got two from the police department to be promoted also. First one we'll do is Josh Luciano. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Josh Luciano, do hereby certify that I have been duly promoted to the rank of sergeant for the police department of the city of Dunbar, West Virginia, by Mayor Scott Elliott, on the 7th day of September 2021. And as such, I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America.
I will support the United States Constitution
And the Constitution of the State of West Virginia. That I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the rank of sergeant for the police department of the city of Dunbar. And I will obey all orders by the chief of police of the city of Dunbar or his representatives to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Everybody put that on there?
Kendall. I, Christopher, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Christopher Kendall, do hereby certify that I have been duly promoted to the rank of corporal for the police department of the city of Dunbar, West Virginia, by Mayor Scott Elliott, on the 7th day of September 2021. And as such, I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia. And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the rank of corporal for the police department of the city of Dunbar. Will obey all orders of the chief of police of the city of Dunbar for his representatives to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Receiving, where one of those we went.
Not finished.
All right, next item on the agenda is the invoices submitted for payment of $212,815.38.
Make a motion that we approve these invoices.
Is there any discussion? Have a motion on the floor by Mike Scipio, seconded by Sharon Haynes to submit the invoices for payment of $212,815.38. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is not ready, so we're going to be tabling section A until the next meeting.
Would that be in a motion?
Yeah, I'm looking for power cut table.
I'll second.
Have a motion on the floor to table section 8, first reading of the ordinance 796 by Steve Arnott, seconded by Mike Skip. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. All right, next item on the agenda is the new business. Approval to implement a land reuse agency in Dunbar. I know you all got those a little late this evening. The city councilor was working on those and we just got them out. So I don't know if you want to take time to look at them.
Did you make any changes to it from your original copies?
He reduced it quite a bit. The things that would happen with Dunbar would be covered.
I'll make a motion then, Mr. Mayor, that we table that then until we get a chance to read it over.
Second.
I believe. Stacy, did you get everybody one?
Don't forget to give me, okay? Here's that. It's in our, thank you.
All right, I have a motion on the floor to table the approval to implement the land reuse agency here in the city of Dunbar by Doug Rushman, seconded by Bobby Yeager. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is approval to pay Western Branch Diesel for repairs to truck 17 in the amount of $2,801.72.
Make a motion, we pay Western Branch Diesel, repair truck 17, amount of $2,801.72.
I'll say.
I have a motion on the floor by Mike Scipio, seconded by Steve Arnott to approve pay the Western Branch Diesel for repairs to truck 17 in the amount of $2,801.72. Is there any discussion on this item?
That's coming out of the street department's maintenance, other maintenance.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the gasoline and diesel purchase agreement with KRT.
Make a motion, we approve this.
I'll say.
I have a motion on the floor to Mike Scipio, seconded by Steve Arnott for the approval of the gasoline and diesel purchase agreement with KRT. With this, that is just an agreement that we're going to buy a certain amount of fuel. We do not know what the cost will be yet. It's just that we go together and ask KRT to get all the fuel. So they'll put it out for bid now that they know what we need and they need, and then it will go up and come back to the price. Is there any other discussion on this?
Where did we get this?
Previous. That's basically what it's been for the last. Yeah. And I've never seen that where we've had to pay, we haven't used it.
What did we do?
I think they still,
They do. They usually.
yes, yes.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is the approval of repair sidewalk in front of the library at a cost not to exceed $11,000.
Make a motion, we approve $11,000 for the sidewalk repair in front of the library. Be done and finished before our spring or fall festival. On Scott, the mayor's not the other day.
Second.
I have a motion on the floor by Jim Hughes, seconded by Doug Fleshman to approve the repairs to the sidewalk in front of the library at a cost not to exceed $11,000. They will start disassembling that tomorrow morning and hauling it off. Get the forms, you're gonna take care of getting the forms. So they got a week and a half to get it done. Hopefully we can get it done sooner than a week and a half, get it all dry out for the fall festival. Vehicles won't be allowed to drive on that portion during that time, but foot traffic. Right. So, you guys can't drive in and out of there. And we're gonna shut it down completely. I guess I'm gonna have to put bullets across or fencing across to keep cars from going in and out of there. They're starting to break down the bricks and everything coming off of 12th Street. And we're gonna have to get that.
Not allowed to drive in here for the festival.
We had a guy driving there today, prisoner taking him to
Yes.
the building. It was a juvenile for one of the rest care, I guess.
So you allow them to come in from the 12th Street? Well, no, because that'll be blocked off from vendors too.
Right. But we got a block completely.
Yeah.
They did move the fire hydrant out of the way over there, and we have a little bit of a mess. We're gonna get
So you'll have to shout out to help these vendors put stuff in.
and we're gonna get a plate put over first, where they moved the fire hydrant out of the area. We can have a sidewalk later if all goes through the street.
You work all day Saturday.
I would call.
All the bricks up and everything, all nice and neat. We asked them if they would move it, since they were gonna do some work on it anyways, and they did. They moved it into the grass. That way it's out of the walkway. All right. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is approval to pay in act for the amount of $18,157.46.
Make a motion, we approve this to pay in act amount of $18,157.46 for our deductibles on lawsuits.
I have a motion on the floor by Doug Fleshman, seconded by Mike Scipio to approve the pay in act for the amount of $18,157.46 that are our deductibles on all these lawsuits in the city of Dunbar. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is approval to spend no more than $8,000 for the repairs on Oak Street, which is at the intersection of Roberts Road, correct?
Yes, it's about 150 feet down Oak from Roberts. So 125, not getting straight through.
And you all have his estimates in your packet.
Make a motion, we spend no more than $8,000 for Maryland Street.
Second. Oh, Steve, you did.
I have a motion on the floor to approve to spend no more than $8,000 for repairs on Oak Street by Mike Scipio, seconded by Steve Horn. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is the discussion of the COVID-19 employee policy.
Mr. Mayor, we decided in Finance Committee that we need to table this till you form a committee to discuss it and we review it again before it's approved.
It's too soon to put it on anybody, try to have it back for next council meeting. Can we do this within 2 weeks? Depends on how fast I get first.
Can we have a meeting this week?
Yeah, we will have a meeting this week. I'll get with Stacy and we'll call everybody that's on the board to make sure it's okay. All right,
Well,
and then
you
let's
pick
start.
it.
Okay, motion, yeah.
You want to do, okay.
You want to pick it?
I've already got it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Linda Bogus made the motion, who's second?
I'll say.
All right, I have a motion on the floor to table the discussion and approval of COVID-19 employee policy by Linda Bogus, seconded by Mike Scipio. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is approval to pay TLC number 2, Tire and Auto, for repairs on car 45, which was one of the police cruisers, in the amount of $1,159.75.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion on the floor to approve to pay the TLC number 2, Tire and Auto, for repairs on car 45, in the amount of $1,159.75 by Steve Warren, seconded by Mike Scipio. Do I have anything? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is the presentation and approval for the annual report to be filed with municipal pensions oversight board for fire and police department's pension funds.
Mayor, Representative of Finance, that what we are presenting, that all the council people have received is our actuary reports that's turned in annually to our municipal pension oversight board. And that's listing all of our funds that our police has. Our police department has a pension fund, fire and health department has a pension fund, and the fire department also has our conservation fund. So all those goes to our oversight board, who takes oversights and makes sure that proper things are done. And that all comes from our bank statements and our investments that they do for us, to the guys on their pensions. And then they will take and analyze it and tell us how much we need to put in every month. So those have been filed and presented to them, so they had a deadline. Those have been done.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve the annual reports for the actuary files on the municipal pension oversight board for the firemen and policemen pension funds.
Bobby.
I have a motion by Linda Bogus, seconded by Bobby Yeager, to approve the annual report to be filed with municipal pension oversight board for fire and policemen's pension funds. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is approval to renew the Republic Service Disposal Agreement. This is our trash dumping fees.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Second by Bobby.
I have a motion on the floor by Doug Western, seconded by Bobby Yeager, to approve the renewal of the Republic Service Disposal Agreement, which is our trash dumping fees. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. All right, next item on the agenda is, any of you all have any questions for the department heads? Now, John Bass.
I have a bunch of questions.
Sure.
Just one thing I have noticed is down the main streets, the grass in the cracks of the sidewalk is not being taken care of, and it looks nasty anyway.
When you said the main streets.
Dunbar Avenue, mainly where all the storefronts are.
I did mention it to them the other day, the grass guys, we've got cutting grass to get those weeds out. Today was double trash day, yesterday was holiday, so they should be getting towards that tomorrow, Tom.
They did touch grass.
We are getting ready to start cutting our own grass. So we're
Some
done.
other grass coming up.
So when's their last?
I've got the letter to send it out tomorrow.
I'm surprised I got that invoice from you yet.
I saw one of them.
Yeah,
Just
they,
one?
but they're cutting, I think what they did is the guy that I talked to has moved someplace else. And it's the two original guys doing it again. We're back to the same thing. I'm not gonna put up with
This
this.
guy was cutting over in Dunbar Avenue, 13, 14 blocks.
One guy.
One.
That is not what we agreed.
Yeah, I emailed him the last one, I paid him last, I said, when are you gonna start weeding? So,
They haven't weeded any of the railroad tracks, especially up in front of the fire department or the steep sections. They've got the interstate exit ramps. They haven't done anything with, so I've got the letter written. They're gonna have fun cutting grass for the next one.
Do you need us to motion to end that contract?
Yes. That probably wouldn't be a bad
Yeah.
idea.
I'll make a
we
motion.
need, first gotta add
Oh,
to the
yeah,
agenda.
okay. We have an emergency item to the agenda. Make a motion, we have an emergency item to the agenda.
Second.
Who seconded?
But,
Have a motion on the floor by Tommy Yeager, seconded by Doug Fleshman to add an emergency item to the agenda. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. It's here.
I'd like to make a motion that we end the contract with the current grass cutting crew for, and not fulfill the contract obligation.
Thank you,
Thank you tonight. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. tomorrow.
We want to do it 9/9, that way if they show up in the morning, that they aren't showing up for,
do we wanna,
and that way it gives you 24
where's
hours.
the age, this Wednesday? So it may affect it Friday, the way it's a week, and, you know, usually for Friday,
Cut off.
the
We're
ninth,
gonna take this
Friday. No, just finish out this week. That would be day 17, right?
Yeah. What's the motion?
Bobby has made a motion that we
Cancel.
cancel the contract between us and the grass company to be no longer than the 10th, which is Friday. Give them till the end of the week, stop, discontinue use.
As,
Is there any way we can make sure that they work the next 3 days?
I can hold off and send it Thursday.
Probably not.
doesn't mean you're gonna get paid then.
Yeah, let them go.
Yeah.
All right, you know, the issue with them has been that they don't cut when we're here. They show up in the evening, the other day they cut from 16th to 18th, maybe 17th or 18th on Charles Avenue. And they didn't touch the rest of the track. They haven't cut anything down in front of, from 23rd to the bingo hall or past.
They cut it the first time July 15th, and it hasn't been cut since July.
I agree. So, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion on the floor to end the contract with the cutting service by the 10th of September. Bobby Yeager, seconded by Jim Hughes. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Keep coming. I got all mine.
Since we've got the streetscape and everything coming up, I just wondered if there was any way we could talk to the owners of the buildings going down, Dunbar Avenue so that we could get them to clean up the buildings themselves, maybe, spray wash them or put some paint on them or something along that line that would make it look a little bit better. They're kind of,
You can send a letter to them and request that.
I'll help you. Yeah, they're really dirty.
I would have to agree with one of them in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, and also that property that's concrete,
Well,
it has the
We
wire,
found out from Steve Swisher that that is owned by a guy who is deceased now, and it's in, what is it called? Probate.
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 We can still cut it.
It's the old laundromat.
Yeah.
The only problem is
Clean out
they
of it.
safely getting over the fence and getting out of the fence.
otherwise they don't have.
That's a lot.
And there is no lock.
Oh,
It's a
It's
straight
all
fence all the way
straight
across.
fence.
There is no
Yeah.
gate on it that I know
It is.
It's
That's why
been
they're
that way
like-
for years.
well, Lord, how's the place that's their exit door that comes out the side on one of them, isn't
It's solid.
Yeah.
it?
They
Just there.
used to come out, they used to come out there and actually had a picnic table sitting away from the rock. You can take them off the board and
So
set
that's
it
why you didn't switch.
up.
Chain and all that.
It's been changed for years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
of. You get some poison. That's what I'm over to say.
Right.
Okay, I'd like to see the buildings on Charles Avenue cleaned up. Especially the ones going down beside the old bad store. And the grass and stuff that's growing up on the side beside the railroad track, those need to be cleaned. And I have one more question, it's gonna drive everybody crazy. I want to know why cars that are parked going in the wrong direction or are sitting on the street with bad stickers or bad license is not ticketed.
Answer that. I've been around, I know I've done a dozen or more. Maybe I haven't been to the area, maybe I haven't directed somebody to go. If you can get with me and tell me what specific area.
There's one that's on my Main Street, it's been there for 4 months.
One of the streets we didn't get to walk through. That was the parking lot. He was on Main, but he stopped at 16th Street. Whenever we did the neighborhood watch cleanup, we
Yeah,
went down through there and we didn't hit that street.
And I've,
We hit that one.
and I've been going to some areas and instead of putting tickets or warnings, I've been putting business cards and having them call me so that I can give a warning first. Because several of the people that I've spoke to have said they didn't know, we didn't understand. So I'm kind of doing it the diplomatic way right now as far as communicating.
I know I took my license a long time ago, but it was in my test that it had to be parked going the same way all the other cars are parked. And I have an address on it that is supposed to be really horribly messed up. I'll give it to you later. That's all my questions.
Anybody else?
I got one, move back, the old car wash up on Dunbar Avenue, the water company's in here, I know they checked Close Street, so when did they find out about the leak up there?
They got it marked.
Yeah, it's marked
He said
ready.
he marked it
Oh,
up.
good.
It is marked up, ready for them to come in and do the repairs. I don't know when they're gonna do
But at least they found it.
Oh, up here.
It's been leaking for a year.
it.
They said-
For the long. Long.
Yeah.
That's from the cars over here.
The swimming hole there where you go into Joanne Fabrics,
Yes.
is that the same place? Okay.
So the water in the road is just water per se compared to the water that's coming down the ramp. No matter how hot it is, there's still water sitting at the bottom. And it's not drying up, it's staying wet all the time. So they have it marked ready to just go in.
So are they gonna repair that big water hole, that sort of like as parking lot begins at the Joanne Fabrics?
Corner top.
I don't- I don't know.
Well,
There's two of them, right?
I'm gonna take
I think we got water.
That's right, it's definitely on.
Yeah.
I know that whenever we had the water company down here checking for leaks across the street. We sent them up there and they were trying to find the leak. And they said that there was nothing in the same areas. I would assume that they found both.
So is that still considered Fletcher's property?
If it's in the parking lot, yes, if it's all on the street.
Does he have somebody maintaining maintenance?
Yeah.
That would be
Rex
Rex Adams.
Yeah.
Well, I think somebody needs to.
I was saying, Rex.
Once they fix it,
Oh, Rex.
once they fix it, we'll approach you about getting that fixed. No use.
I didn't know if there was a big hole there.
It's
Somebody go out
water
there.
sitting there, I don't think it's a big jar your teeth hole. if you-
Right.
Yeah.
My car. Think down.
A couple questions. On Q, I know we got a bid for the bottom seat road, one fixed correctly to finish out, or we're gonna have that contract to go finish out that one time.
I posted in the newspaper.
I know you only got that one bid.
So far, we've only, they're not due yet, so they got a couple more days to come in. But it's looking that way.
Okay.
Quite frankly, I would rather use them.
I would say that
They already know what's going
finish up. I
on.
know they wanted to fix it right, we didn't get fixed right. So, but we will get it down more when it's time for the restructure, probably.
I wanted to thank you and Max for coming up and calling me today about the issue with the road. Yeah, within an hour over there. What, you said you got a camera in it or whatever?
We cambered the line. The line is in bad shape, but the manhole had some grout that blown out. We don't know that that's the whole problem in that area, but we did patch that because of gravel. And we told your neighbor to keep an eye on it and not wait a year because
Do we need to have the water company or anything check it?
we can have the water company up there. I really don't know where all this surplus water is coming from.
It's basically not about the road.
Yeah, I'd hate to be here trying to drive it in the road.
The road not either, yeah. Drop 4 feet in the corner. You have any water coming out there again?
Since we put the sandbags on the station.
After all those years.
Yeah, it worked perfect.
We're having a problem with people with
Cars and wheelchairs are running over, having some issues.
trying to get into the senior center.
Yeah.
And I think there's a solution to do that.
I know we'll
But the
try
blacktop,
to do that.
somewhere where they can come up with.
With a permanent curb to put down through here, we're better than the sandbags. If they're running over, because I know they're busting some of them.
I know that what Hugh and I have discussed is taking and digging out down along our whole building, cutting the concrete out, digging down and putting a drain from all the downspouts down through there and connecting it up with a small sewer, which will stop that. Meet it up to just drop in down.
Yeah, we
there.
need to drop in with a corner back here, tie all the pipes into an underground pipe, underground, and then get better facilities.
What do we, like,
Have you heard from anybody? We had Faith Electric in here. That's been a couple months ago, and they said they'd get back with us. We hadn't heard. I'll call Faith Electric.
Same response we get on everybody. They come in, look at everything, tell us they're gonna get us a quote on it, vanish into the,
What about the races we were talking about, giving the horses for an option?
We haven't finished the negotiation with the police and fire. We have the police, not the fire. As soon as we got done with those, we talked about those later. Correct?
I just like to commend Donnie and his crew, and I'll tell you what, the best patch job I've ever had done in a long, long time. It's very professional, everything built down, we got about all the spots that everybody was fussing at. It's really good, and I know we got some big spots that we need to have paved. What's the next, getting on that, you?
I've got a advertisement for bids out. Westmoreland was the only thing we really had to bid. What else you?
I don't know, there was 2 or 3 spots that we were going to look at that have paved.
I've got
residents, since they took care of some of it already.
Right, Westmoreland was the only thing I put out for bid, but they got till Friday, I think, to get them back in.
Anybody else from council? have any?
That's it for right now. It's just Westmore.
Matt, you put on your list, please, 19th Street going north, right past Main Avenue, there's a manhole on the left-hand side of the street. And it's caving in gradually. I think I've had you look at it before, and it wasn't that bad then, but it's dropping over.
Is it the street?
Yes. Yes, a couple of feet out from the curb.
I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
I think all departments have done a wonderful job. I think somebody that gets missed a lot is our back office staff. We got 6, 8 girls that, if we didn't have them back office staff, the city wouldn't be running. And I think they deserve to be acknowledged and appreciated for what they do too.
Yes.
True.
Because I'm telling you, Chief, have you missed your back office staff? Right, I mean, these girls, I'm only saying girls because that's all they are right now, it's all females, but everybody's got our back, and our 3 girls, I'm telling you, they're very dedicated and work hard too, but nobody ever gets knowledge of.
Connie, I think you need to take a vacation.
Well, thank
Vacation this Friday for a week off.
Thank
I think
you.
it'll be great.
After 11 years, I should have.
Anybody else from council?
Last but not least, I want to push the senior services that we've got going downstairs. We've got all kinds of stuff for the fall festival, September 17 and 18. We've got all kinds of price range. So if you're looking for a quick gift or some decoration for your home for the fall festival, and don't forget, we're still selling tickets for the handbag and the quilt. They're $5 for one or 3 for 10. So we've got all kinds of goodies, so come see us on the fall festival.
Spend some money.
Yes.
All right, is everybody up here done? Anybody from out in the audience? Yes, sir.
I'm Bill Wilkinson, and I've met with Matt and Bernie in 2016, and I have an issue with my sewer. And every time it rains hard, and I know you have to know it, in the Ruxley Road, it shoots up out of the road, but they sort of pinned that manhole down. Then it pushes it back to the manhole that's in the front of my office. And then it pushes it back up a line. It don't go in my office, but it pushes up that line that's circling around the home now, and they clash. And then it pushes back through the line, and I have a check valve on it, but it's so much pressure that it's blowing back into that home. And I think your insurance company now has paid 4 claims. And the first claim, they wanted me to sign off on it, $1,500 some dollars, where we could not get nobody in it to clean it. Well, I quit that. I cleaned it all up. And so I lost that money there. And Greenlee said that he'd straighten it out. Well, he never did. So in April, this happened again. I think it's the 3rd or 4th time that I've had to have a claim with the city of Dunbar to clean this property up. Well, the insurance company finally said, in a roundabout way, not by letter, but the agent said they're no longer going to pay it. So if it happens, it's on me. Well, I had renters in there for 10 years. And so I sort of depend on that income. And they finally, after this they went and bought them a home, and they said they just couldn't take it no more. Last week, when it come up that rain, I took that storm cover off, because if I don't, it floods. There's so much pressure, it floods. It shoots up out of the ground. Matt did bring somebody to me, and an engineer from Gauche, and they have an idea of what they think they might present to you all. But I don't know that that's going to fix that problem, because there's a lot of water comes in that hole in the front of that sanitation. And I think they got a lot of storm water hooked up too. But I have lost the renters. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to rent the property. I'm gonna try something to try to make it to where it don't, I don't lose a lot over the whole ordeal. But, my main objective is I'd like to get it fixed, and, I just want you to know that, what was going on. And I don't know if any of you knew it. Like I said, Matt's helped. He stepped up and brought somebody to me without knowing as soon as I called. And this is what's happened. I've lost the renters.
I knew your renters personally, where I was in law enforcement.
Is that right?
I knew her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were good people, and they were good renters.
And Matt has the engineers going up to do what they can.
Yes.
And then what I'm gonna ask you is that if you would bring this before the sanitary board at our next meeting, at the sanitary board meeting, that's where that needs to be more so than here.
Yes.
When is our next meeting?
24th would be the third Thursday of this.
Of course, hopefully we can get you an answer before then.
Yeah, I hope that it can be fixed,
Ms. Brooke, we can have them out there Thursday and Friday, and this being a holiday weekend, I haven't spoken to them yet.
Yes.
But I will contact them tomorrow to see which way they're leaning. They had a couple different ideas.
Yeah.
And we'll see what we can get done.
Okay. I just wanted you to be aware of it.
Make sure that's at 1:30. 1:30 on the 24th. Right here in this, 23rd, I'm sorry, it's right here.
Yeah. I'll have to write it down. Okay, appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Anybody else?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to ask for everybody's time.
Sure.
Y'all talk about cars parking around the lane on the streets and all that, just one park there.
We're at, sir.
We'll park there.
Park Drive, okay, I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm not very loud.
And I can't hear after too many years of shooting guns.
You and I spoke over there one day, y'all were over there cleaning up. But you remember not.
Live on the corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I like to walk through the homeless.
The state of West Virginia came through here and gave them all notices that was on any of the property that was in the state's property. Gave them notices, and then they were going to send somebody in to clean it out.
They started it.
They started, but they didn't finish, right?
I've never seen so.
Yeah, they started at the westbound I-64 coming off the interstate above the water, where it comes across the canal. And they went up there and they served the notices up there. They waited, 10 days, and then went in there with prisoners and cleaned that up. And there is 5 encampments between there and Westmoreland Drive. So they're slowly getting there, but it's just taking a while.
There's 6 different on Westmoreland.
Is there 6 now?
Yeah.
There was 5, okay.
And it's getting ridiculous. You can't.
And the problem,
Money at home.
right, and the issue is, this is going on all over the United States. And when we turn around and try to do anything, we have to make sure that we're going within the law, because it's not illegal to be homeless. It is illegal to be a druggie that's out there using drugs or selling drugs. Right, and this is something that we're slowly, by tearing down houses and waiting for the cold weather, they'll leave if I don't have any place for them to live at. But the areas that you're talking about, I know it's straight across. We cleaned it up 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We went up in there and cleaned it out. And
It looks worse than rain.
the cities around us have welcomed them with 60-some meals a day, but then they got tired of them and they pushed them out, and they're down here now. We just got to try to get them to move on, that there's no services here, and that's what we're trying to do.
What about them tearing up all the trash bags to get inside of them?
We have an ordinance, and the police department has been advised about the ordinance that says that the only person that's allowed to touch the trash bags is either the police or the public works department. That's it.
We see them all the time. Back Saturday. They put the yards, so they put the rings in bags and put it inside.
Which is totally illegal in itself.
Yeah.
If you put your trash out less than 24 hours, it says 5 o'clock, I believe, maybe 7 o'clock the night before, and then take the trash cans off the street the next morning. And believe me, these guys know the trash routes better than my guys know the trash routes. So they know when the stuff's getting out there. The chief's taking notes on concerns, and he's going to push the issue to get them to step it up in the patrols a little bit area, in your area. And it's all over the city. It doesn't, and it's in South Charleston, St. Albans, Nitro, everywhere. It's sad. And, you know, if we arrest them, we take them to jail, the prosecutors turn them loose, the judges turn them loose, because they don't consider it a violent crime and they're not putting them in jail. So how are we ever going to deter anything like that if they keep doing that to them? And they don't want to help.
No, they don't want help, but residents are ready to.
I agree. That's anywhere in the whole county. I started with the certain area around here, bringing them in. And now they're pushing them out and we're getting. Our guys are slowly trying to get them to leave. So hopefully they can get them out of here soon. Our hands are tied though whenever it comes to certain things.
I've seen McDonald's and Wendy's.
And they love it.
They let them, they feed them, and they let them charge their phones in there.
Yep.
They're lucky.
Corporate policies on both of them.
I'm sorry?
That's corporate policies from both of them.
Every business around here that we could, we've asked them to disconnect their power outlets on the outside of their businesses to keep them from getting to their cell phones charged. Doesn't matter, they found another place. I had a lady come in my office today and was complaining that somebody went skinny dipping in her pool at 1:30 in the morning.
Talking about that beer.
It's bad. And we've tried to get somebody to help us. If they don't change the laws, there's nothing we're going to be able to do.
And with COVID, they won't put anybody in jail unless you're a violent offender. We had to change all the outside faucets down to our church and put them with the key now.
Right.
And we've got people defecating down in our stairwell.
That's why we have a screen on that.
Well, yeah, we're getting ready to screen ours in. Yeah.
And they're getting the gate for the one in the front here.
Just,
I don't know the answer. I've tried to call other agencies around here to see what's going on, other states to see what's going on and how we can do anything. California has whole blocks they've leveled and put fence up and said that's where you live. Up in DC, New York, and these places, they're sleeping on the subway grates. In one of the counties or the states, they have every bit of the side of the interstate for 10 miles lined up with those tents all the way down through. Because the state and California is welcome. We can figure out how to get them to California, maybe they won't come back. I agree. They go by my house every night. The dogs are crazy, crazy cane. We're trying, we haven't found a solution. No one's found a solution yet.
we're tearing down all these houses. Why don't we fence one of those lots in and put them all there?
Only one lot that might be big enough. The neighbor won't like it.
Well,
It's like Rick's straight up.
Down away, yeah, residents. Dunbar people.
Now, there's about 10 up at Dunbar. The rest are all from out. What was the one you stopped the other day? And then the one before
There's
that,
one from
Indiana, or
Indiana, yeah.
And the guy that Charleston sends down here every day now.
the black guy?
Yeah,
That has the
at
weird
the college,
hairdo?
state college, watching the girls and stuff. Now he comes back up here, catches a bus back to Charleston in the evenings.
He sleeps with Joanne's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He's not
sleeps
catching
with
the bus
Joanne's.
back, believe me.
See,
He's not catching the bus back. He's just finding a place.
That's a lot right over there.
Get on the bus and comes up. Okay.
I mean, he says a lot of daytime, but I.
Right, the chief pulls up beside of him, gets out, and he walks off. Anybody else?
Well, Mr. Mayor, for the good of the order, if there's no other city business, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Second by Doug.
Myself.
I just heard you say.